Charlie Kirk was shot dead yesterday, and from his transit charts, well, it shows it was a fated event, and there are few hints about what could have potentially been the forces at play. For starters, his time of birth is not public information so far, so we are just going to be diving into the transits in the chart using his date of birth as only reference for this analysis, which I insist is purely for educational and informational purposes if you are into astrology. So, Charlie Kirk was born on October 14th, 1993, which by tropical astrology standards makes him a Libra sun. Along with his sun, you can see Jupiter very close, merely 3 degrees apart, making this a conjunction, and the moon is in Libra as well, but a little bit further at 10 degrees. In the transit chart, you can see Mars in Libra as well, conjunct Sun and Jupiter. What is Sun? Life force. What is Mars? Violence, rage, bloodshed, and Mars here is at 22 degrees, which is what we call the killer degree, kill or be killed. Just from there, it's pretty clear we were heading to something. Aggression, bloodshed in a killer degree, right on his life force, on his vitality. Let's not forget Jupiter is also here. And what is Jupiter? The great benefic, yes, of course, but most especially, Jupiter is expansion. Jupiter is open doors, opportunities. So literally, the door was opened. There was gateway for expansion of bloodshed on his life force, and the moon in astrology, especially electional astrology, represents the masses, the public. So all of these planets in Libra being struck by Mars in a killer degree literally tell the story of him being unalived with violence, his blood spreading in front of so many people. Unfortunate. Next, let's look at transit Pluto at 1 degree of Aquarius and his natal vertex at 1 degree of Leo. You can't see vertex on the chart, but I'm going to make sure I add a snap picture of the transits and his natal chart's values. This is a perfect opposition, a tense aspect, Pluto, the planet of death, and vertex, fated encounters, fated events. So literally, this again shows that this was bound to happen, this was fate, and also Aquarius, the sign in which Pluto happens to be, represents sudden shifts, sudden events, anything that happens unexpected. You can tell Charlie Kirk passed away suddenly. He was literally just ending his response to a question and was just shot dead. Something else worth looking at in this chart is his natal Venus. Not only does Venus rule over his sun sign, but Venus also has to do with relationships, diplomacy. As a Libra sun, Venus is, in a sense, his social circle, his allies and acquaintances. And what planets do we have aspecting his natal Venus? Transit Saturn and Neptune, both retrograde. Neptune is dissolution, so this could signify a dissolution of his alliances. It can translate into many things. Basically, an alliance can dissolve because of death, like it's literally the case here. An alliance can also, by extension, dissolve because of sacrifice, because the other party or other parties thereof have decided or agreed that getting rid of you could serve another purpose, maybe a greater purpose, could better other plans. Why is this relevant? Because of Saturn present in the mix, and Saturn is sacrifice. So this is not just this is just academic knowledge of astrology, no assumptions, of course, no accusations whatsoever. Still on Saturn, his natal Saturn trines transit Mars. And whoever reads astrology knows this transit is a recipe for disaster. Two malefics empowering each other are actually up to no good, more so when other triggers in the chart support death, violence, and bloodshed. This right here are the aspects of transits that caught my attention. Feel free to share any additional thoughts and don't forget to like and subscribe if you like my video.